Now, you have proposed cutting the military budget substantially as a means of lowering the deficit for the long term. Why the military budget and why now?
Well, first of all, if we get out of Iraq, that saves us a lot of money. But military spending, let me quote Alan Greenspan, obviously a man with great conservative credentials, who says, military spending is among the least productive spending you can have. And it's very ironic. The conservatives are yelling about two things. First of all, the deficit is terrible and the budget's too large. Secondly, we're not spending enough on the military. You spend on the military for what you need. Extra spending on the military on things you don't need is a grave error. By the way, Rachel, you've got a good hypocrisy detector. Turn it on when some of my right-wing colleagues start talking about how we have to keep spending on the military because it's good for jobs. All these arguments you've heard about how the government can't stimulate the economy, how government spending doesn't produce jobs, apparently that doesn't apply to weapons spending. If the government helps build a bridge, if the government provides funds for people who are unemployed and they can then go out and buy things that they need, that apparently doesn't help the economy. But if we build bombers that have as their purpose defeating the Soviet Union in the Cold War, and huge amounts of money is still going for Cold War weapons, somehow that does affect the economy. There's a kind of a weaponized version of Keynes that they're partial to.
Congressman Frank, we're just about out of time. I just have to ask you quickly, do you expect your Democratic colleagues in the House to be supporting you on this? Do you expect political support, or do you think this is the sort of thing that takes a few years to build up support for?
It's going to take a few years, Rachel, because the key is this. We are in a zero-sum situation. We do need to worry about the deficit. If we do things like build a bomber that's to defeat the Soviet Union in the war that's over, one of my favorites is we're going to spend billions of dollars to defend the Czech Republic against Iran. We have a missile system we're asked to spend billions and billions for, and it's to put missile defense in Poland and the Czech Republic because apparently there is a fatwa that I didn't read in which the Iranians have threatened Prague. It's a waste of money, and it's not only a waste of money, but it's money that will be not available when we want to build bridges or hire police officers or fund schools or provide health care.